Please stand for our national anthem, sung by Globe University student Sarah Nelson. Ceremony this evening, I would like to remind you to please silence your cell phones at this time. Good evening. We are absolutely delighted to have you all here with us this evening. My name is Brock Vandervelden, Campus Director of Globe University, Madison West. Those of you with cameras and camcorders, please feel free at any time to come up and snap photos. We at Globe University, Madison East and West are excited to celebrate this event with you. Tonight's graduation ceremony gives us the opportunity to formally recognize our graduates for their tenacity and perseverance throughout their journey, and our staff and faculty for their dedication. Would the staff and faculty present please stand? Let's give these folks a round of applause. We are all very proud of your success that put you here this evening. I am sure you realize that this would not have been possible without the support of your friends and family. Graduates, would you please stand, turn and face the audience, and give a round of applause to your family and friends for their encouragement and help. I am very excited to announce our graduate speakers who would like to share a few thoughts and memories of their time at Globe University. Our first graduate speaker tonight is graduating with his associate's degree in medical assisting. Everyone's life journey leads them down different paths. For medical assistant student Gary Koerner, his journey brought him to Globe University. After working 20 years as a service manager for General Motors, Gary decided he needed a change. He enjoyed helping people with their cars, but decided to take it to the next level by working in healthcare. Medical Assistant Program Chair Alicia Terry is very proud of Gary, saying, "Since day one at Globe, Gary has worked very hard and was determined to do well in the medical field. All his hard work has paid off, and he has proven himself in his externship by being professional, skilled, and most importantly, he shows compassion to his patients. Gary has truly found his calling, and I couldn't be more proud." Now, if he could only cut that hair. Please help me welcome tonight's Madison East graduate speaker, Gary Koerner.
Testing. I will not cut it. I said a lie out back. I said I wasn't nervous, but I am. Thank you all. I'm very honored and overwhelmed to be here this evening, standing up and sharing this wonderful evening with all of you. It's a childhood dream. I can remember being a child, and there were really only three things that I really ever cared about. The first was playing. The second was making sure I had fun when I was playing. And then the third was finding an adult that you looked up to and respected and wanted to mirror when you became an adult. Now for some of us, that person could have been a parent, a coach, a professional athlete, musician, or maybe even a teacher. This person was our idol. Now, whoever that person was, that person gave us this kind of magic feeling on the inside. We would imagine and mimic events that would make us act and behave like this idol of ours. I think that having that idol gives us a desire to do well in all aspects of our lives and shapes and models us into the people that we will one day be. Having that idol lets us feel that childhood magic. As many of my instructors and classmates know, I had 20 years as a service manager in the automotive industry. I've always enjoyed helping people and taking care of their needs, but I needed to take it to another level. It's a stressful occupation. If any of you have cars, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say stressful. If your car's never started or if it's broke down, who do you think gets to hear about it? And after having years of that kind of fun, and the economy not doing so well, and GM going through their meltdown, I decided that it was time to maybe try and go back to school and fulfill my dream, and really take care of people in the healthcare industry. I told my family that I was thinking about going back to school, but I do not really think that they thought I was serious about it. I was 44 years old, and at the time my hair was short and certainly not gray. So I visited 3 different schools, and then I was invited to a career day at Globe University. I was eating the free food, and then this long red-haired lady comes up to me and says, "Hi, my name is Leisha. What are you interested in going to school for?" Well, I introduced myself, and I stated that I was interested in being a nursing assistant. Keep in mind at this point, I had no idea she was the program chair of the medical assisting department. Well, she started ripping into me, telling me that it was now called medical assisting and not nursing, and there's a whole different avenue if I went into nursing that I should really consider the medical assisting program, and she just went on and on. And I had no idea what to say. And plus, I couldn't say anything because she was still telling me I should be medical assisting. Well, needless to say, after meeting Leisha and listening to her passion about Globe University and the medical assisting program, I knew that this would be the school for me. So now, you go through the immense paperwork to get enrolled and realize this is going to be a little bit expensive. College is expensive, but I knew that it would pay off when I got started in my new career. I have this magic feeling again, with butterflies in my stomach. The first day of classes are now here. I have tons of excitement, and my very first class was anatomy and physiology, taught by none other than Dr. Baker. Anybody that knew Dr. Baker knows the guy's got a blueprint of the human body burned into his brain. He doesn't need overheads or slides or books. He just goes up there and draws a picture of the kidney and says, here's the 168 parts you need to remember, that's going into the human brain. So, he was an incredible teacher, but very intimidating. So I sit down in class, and I see a wide range of ages in this classroom, which made me feel very good, because after seeing I wasn't the oldest student in the class, I went, phew. So Dr. Baker started teaching this 2.5-hour class, and I started taking notes. And actually, I started taking millions of notes. And this was only the first chapter. I thought, wow, there's a lot to learn here. As much excitement as I had going into this class and realizing that I'm starting a new career path and feeling this new magic, by the end of the class, I was asking myself, what the heck did I just get myself into? So it was off to the next class, and that class was medical terminology. And it was being taught by that mean red-haired lady that was up and down on career day. I thought to myself, this is going to be a unique experience. Not only was it unique, I had no idea that the medical terminology is also Latin, and this, is all Latin, so I was basically going to be learning a new language. I just went through a 2.5-hour class and took 6 pages of notes on parts of the human body that I never knew even existed before. Now I'm learning a new language. When you're in this type of situation, you start clinging to your classmates very easily. You ask them what the heck is going on here. The reality suddenly hits you, sets in, you ask the questions, did you realize this was going to be so tough? How am I ever going to get through this school thing and go to work full time? I'm never going to have enough time to study, let alone go to all these stressful classes. Just going back and forth complaining to your friends about how rough this is going to be and how these instructions are so unfair, the way that you're distributing all this knowledge to us. Then, they say the second class, you're going to have a pop quiz. We thought it was unfair. Well, as with anything that's new, it takes a little time to get familiar. I think at my age, school was a little different. I had someone tell me at the clinic I spent my externship at, when you go to college right out of high school, I think it is tougher. Through my long career with GM and learning all these new things, I realized that there's files that you attach things to with your life experiences. I think when you go to high school to college, I believe there's more memorization. I'm not trying to tell everybody that wait till you're 44 to seek out your college degrees. But I'm saying that because of my work and my life experiences, it was easy for me to go back to school, learn, and get new grades. So I'm saying that it does not matter what age you are. There's never a time in your life that you can say that you are too old. You can always bring that childhood magic back and do anything that you want. The thing that mattered the most to me about going back to school was to make sure that I got the best education for the money that I was going to be spending. Throughout my time here at Globe University in the medical assistant program, it was always about the hands-on training and experience that the instructors always provided and allowed us to participate in. The instructors here always gave us ideas and ways to help us learn and gave us new tools to keep learning, experiencing, and challenging. My fellow students and I had many study groups together. We had tutoring groups to rely on, and we had state-of-the-art learning resources. Globe was always making sure that being successful as a student was their #1 priority. I'm so proud to be a part of this university, not only because of my learning success, but because of what the university does for the community here as well. Volunteer work, Habitat for Humanity, St. Baldrick's Foundation, community gardening for food donations. It has given me the opportunity to get involved with the community and help people outside of my new career in the healthcare industry. In closing, I would just like to say, when I was deciding whether or not to come back to school, it was a tough decision. Something I had to think very hard about at this stage of my life. But after visiting Globe University and meeting most of the staff, that before I even enrolled, I realized that my childhood magic that once was my driving force for many years was now coming back. It is is literally why I'm here today on this stage, sharing this with all of you. It is never too late to start this journey of furthering your education and giving yourself a chance to be a part of an exciting career field. And everyone here sitting before you, all these students, will say it was worth it. I want to thank my instructors, the entire staff here at Globe, and especially my wonderful classmates and good friends that I've gotten to know while being a student here at Globe. We did it. There is no doubt this was the right choice for me coming to Globe University and becoming a medical assistant, because when I walked into that room with my patient, that patient is a little child looking up to me with those big eyes, and they need me to feel better, I know the choice was right for me. And I know my childhood magic is back. Thank you, leadership. Thank you, Globe University. Thank my aunt, uncle, Gil and Karen. I would not be here today without you. And thank you all for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Gary. That was amazing. Our second graduate speaker this evening is graduating with his associate's degree in management accounting. He resides on his childhood farm in the township of Perry with his wife Jan and their two children, Jared and Autumn. Ralph is the past president of Cross Plains Valley Archery Club and enjoys hunting every fall. Ralph is no stranger to the staff, faculty, and students of Globe University. He is actively involved on campus, participating in events, organizations, and has spent time as a student ambassador and mentor. He is already working in his field at a company in Monroe through Robert Half. Accounting program chair Tracy Springer had this to say about Ralph. Ralph is an individual that has a high level of moral integrity, love of his family, dedication, and commitment. He is the perfect individual that we would all love to have as our personal accountant. And I think, Ralph, you could probably accommodate that after. Someone we can trust, knowing he will always do the right thing. Please help me in welcoming tonight's Madison West graduate speaker, Ralph Okeson.
I don't have my... See what a good idea. I'm very proud to be graduating from Globe. I didn't quite have the journey or the expectations of my childhood. I followed through on the hair requirement better, I guess. I'm here because, there you go, told you, it didn't matter how much I reversed it. I'm gonna mumble, gonna have it. I'm here because of the Post-it note. Plain and simple, honest, truth, got me in the door. I got flyers from all kinds of institutions saying, why don't you come check us out? You know, being out of work for so long, you just kind of give them a hope on anything gonna matter. But little Post-it note written with a hand message saying, please come and attend one of our seminars. Come check us out. That was Nick Venturella, got me in the door at Globe. We just happened to be driving by, asked where they were as we called the police office here. And after 2 long years, I get to walk out those doors for one of the last times with my degree. I'm thankful to everyone on staff. You're so incredible. The attention they give you is amazing. I have too many people to thank. My family, you know, they know what I've gone through to get here. It wasn't easy. As I worked for a long time, like a lot of people are, or still are, we're thankfully I'm employed now in my new field, which thanks to Didn't think I would, but I did. I know it's kind of on the long program for everybody. I walked in the doors 2 years ago, and I just kept showing up day after day. Kind of like a fixture. They expected to see me at my little table down in the Commons, doing my homework, waiting for my next class. Said I wish I wouldn't be here at work, but I can't. So. And that was blessed. They gave me so much time. I got to be involved in so many things that I wouldn't do. They made me come out of my shell. I'm not a speaker, obviously. Could be a model, though, I suppose. It wasn't one of my jokes. Maybe it was. But I'm thankful for everyone. I have a nice little outline. I have a crazy speech. I have too much to say, and I'm just going to cut it short because that's the nice thing to do when we're all hot. One of my favorite things to do besides archery, I have board games. Lots and lots of board games. My children will play many of them with me. Even if we don't always play them by the rules, we play the games. That's kind of how life is. The rules change, you make them up as you go. I'm a famous movie quoter, so Heartbreak Ridge plays with improvise, adapt, and overcome. That's what we got to do. That's what I did. I spent the last 12 years throwing concrete around, much like building cars, and accounting is nothing like it. I would go to class and come out of it going, what? What's going on here? And I'd be trying to get it in the computer, trying to get it figured out. And I turn around, there to Tracy. So how's it going? You getting it? And I'm like, no. But she stayed with me. She was there. She above and beyond what you'd expect your chair to do, along with all the staff, Rock, everybody. I can't thank you all enough. I'm happy to say I'm probably one of the only students to hit their campus director with a pie. Or we don't have any here tonight, so no. All I do is want to thank everyone who got me here. Everybody who we're graduating, we did it. We've done good. There's nothing that we can't do. We've proven it. Going forward, going on to a bigger degree, maybe take a break, but whatever you choose, be yourself. And my last little quote and exit is from Trading Places. Eddie Murphy asked him, Coleman, what am I doing here? He's like, I'm sure they'll tell you when you get inside, sir. I can't do it. And he's just like, just be yourself. They can't take that away from you. So no matter what happens in life, just be yourself. No one can take that away.
Good evening, my name is Rocky Klitsky and I'm the campus director at University-Madison East. After the program, Ralph will be doing some taxes, we're going to have a modeling shoot, and Gary's going to be getting a haircut. So let's give Gary and Ralph another round of applause. It is my honor at this time to introduce this evening's guest speaker. Wray has been Chief of Police with the Madison Police Department since October 2004, after serving in the department for more than 20 years. Chief Wray began as a patrol officer in 1984 and later became the first neighborhood officer in the Simpsons Broadway neighborhood. His work earned him the department's Outstanding Service Award. Chief Wray held numerous executive positions and was promoted to Assistant Chief in 1999, where he managed both the operations and support divisions of the department. He is a nationally recognized consultant in the areas of problem solving and community policing. Chief Wray is active in the United Way, Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, 100 Black Men of Madison, and Dane County Chiefs. He has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and is a graduate of the Wisconsin Department of Justice Executive Leadership course. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Noble Wray.
Thank you. It feels like I feel real comfortable here because we at the Madison Police Department also have our graduations here when we graduate our recruits. I'd like to welcome friends, family, and faculty members of Globe University graduation of March 22nd, 2012. I'd like to first of all thank the Criminal Justice Program Chair, Wayne Strong, who I also know as Lieutenant Strong at the Madison Police Department. Inviting me here to speak. I am deeply, deeply honored to have been asked to speak here tonight. I would like to also congratulate the graduates of their accomplishments this evening. This evening, all of you will receive something that no one can take from you. A diploma that carries all the rights and privileges bestowed on you in the respective fields of study at Globe University. This is critical for your future and reflects your willingness to be committed to a single purpose and sacrifice to achieve a goal, which is not easy. It takes a lot of work, and everyone here is proud of you tonight. I'd like to just take a short time tonight, really, and do two things. One is to talk about your future and what I refer to as reinvesting in citizenship. And there are 11 things that I will talk about. But then two is I will never, ever lose an opportunity to stand in front of people that are graduating and see if I can encourage or inspire them to join what I call the noble profession of policing. And so, and the message also, in terms of the noble profession of policing, has a message for those that are in the audience. But first, let me talk about what I refer to as reinvesting in citizenship. First, remember, and help America to remember, that fellowship of human beings is more important than the fellowship of race, class, gender, in a democratic society. 2, be confident that you can make a difference. 3, be a can-do, will-try person. 4, listen for the sound of genuine within yourself and others. 5, you are in charge of your attitude. 6, be reliable, be faithful, but finish what you set out to do. 7, there is no free lunch. Don't feel entitled to anything you didn't sweat and struggle for. 8, set goals and work quietly and systematically towards them. 9, assign yourself. 10, never work for money or for power. They won't save your soul or help you sleep at night. 11, don't be afraid of taking risks or being criticized. Those are some things that I think helps in terms of citizenship, and I pass them on to you tonight. Let me take a few moments to talk about why I believe this is such a great and noble profession, and as I said, maybe I can inspire some of the graduates to consider the profession of policing, which I refer to as a calling and not a job. The nobility of policing, the guardians of democracy. What is nobility? Nobility is the greatest character in high ethical qualities or ideas that serve a cause greater than self, faithfulness to our higher calling and purpose. Thousands of years ago, before the policing profession was established, it had a name. In Plato's vision of the perfect society, a republic that honors the core of democracy, the greatest amount of power was given to the guardians. Only those with the most impeccable character would be chosen to bear the responsibility of protecting the democracy. These guardians would love the community more than anything else and would never act in any way to harm it. They would be entrusted to preserve the ideas and the sanctity of human dignity and life itself. In the words of Plato, it does not matter if the cobblers or the masons fail to do their jobs well, but the guardians fail, the democracy will crumble. As guardians of the longest running democracy in history, the world, you cannot fail. You cannot dare to fail to honor the call. The risk is far too great, and the margin of error is far too slim. Policing demands nobility. To whom much is given, much is required. From the moment the badge is entrusted to you, you commit to serving the greater good in the spirit of service, justice, and fundamental fairness. You will perform countless of acts throughout your career. Some may have profound impact, while others simply acts of kindness and compassion. The focus of these acts are great and small, must remain centered on serving the noble cause. This is the deeper meaning and purpose of why policing exists, and the strength that will steal you from the ever-present forces of doubt. It is a fuel that will ignite a passion to make a difference within yourself, to countless lives you touch, and to the Madison community you will protect on the front lines of democracy. The noble truth, critical responsibilities in policing. What makes policing such a noble calling? Take a moment to think about the responsibilities of policing. To preserve freedom and uphold democracy, to uphold the law, to ensure justice, to protect life, to keep the peace. There are 4 tools that police officers use. The law. The law is a cornerstone of any democracy. It is expression of principles with an aim of preserving the sanctity of a nation. A badge is the symbol of an officer's authority to enforce the laws, but the person behind the badge who must exercise the judgment. The use of force. Police officers have the power and authority to use force up to and including deadly force. Sadly, headlines too often reflect or portray an incident where force was used too quickly, too strongly, with the wrong intent. The expectations in a democracy is that force will be used sparingly and only with those circumstances where it is lawful. Power of incarceration. In a nation where our most precious gift is freedom, police officers can take the freedom away in an incident. Power of influence, using one's honor and principles to earn people's respect and make a positive difference in their lives, the power to work effectively with others to get things done. Every officer is a leader, and a leader always represents hope. Police officers are blessed and cursed to see more of life in a year than most people see in a lifetime. The challenge and the uncertainty of policing requires the discipline of constant readiness. As a peaceful warrior, you must always be prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. For those moments when you are tapped on the shoulder and thrust into circumstances that are beyond your imagination. This is indeed a noble profession I encourage some of you to consider. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Noble Wray. Welcome, audience. I'm Jody Sherman. I'm the Dean of Students at Madison West. And this is the very special moment for our graduates. This is their time now to take their walk across this stage. Audience, I would strongly encourage you to feel free to be enthusiastic about your graduate. And in the words that Chief Noble Wray just spoke, these are our can-do, will try people. As we ask our graduates to join us on stage, I will also recognize graduates who are unable to join us for this special occasion. Will Tracy Springer, Program Chair for Accounting at Madison West, please join us on stage? At this time, I would ask our accounting graduate to come forward. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science degree for Management Accounting from Madison West and graduating with honors, Ralph Okeson. science, way to set the bar. Good job. Will Rick Mason, Program Chair for Business at Madison West, please join us on stage. At this time, I would ask our business graduates to come forward. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science degree for Business Administration from Madison West, Mary Jo McKee. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Management from Madison West with a concentration in marketing and graduating with honors, Jeremy Gizicki, who is unable to join us this evening. Before awarding our master's degree, I would like to share some interesting facts about the hooding ceremony. The pageantry of commencement has its roots in medieval times, dating to the early tradition of Europe's first universities. In 1895, the United States set for its universities a uniform academic costume code, which is reflected in most of the regalia worn today. The colorful hood of each university, which you see many of us wearing this evening, is reserved for those who attain the highest of academic degree beyond a bachelor's degree. It is a special part of academic regalia and acknowledges scholarly and professional achievements. The outer binding of a master's hood represents the field of study in which the degree was received. The colors of the inner lining of the hood signify the institution awarding the degree. The hood this evening has an inner lining of blue and white, denoting the Globe Education Network school colors, and is outlined in drab, which represents a degree in business. Presenting the Master Hood and Diploma will be Dr. Kim Sprecher, Dean of Faculty at Madison West. On behalf of Globe University Online Campus, we are proud to announce graduating with high honors and receiving a Master of Business Administration, Sarah E. Sampson. Program Chair for Criminal Justice at Madison East, please join us on stage. At this time, I would ask our criminal justice graduates to come forward. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science for Criminal Justice from Madison East, graduating with honors, Amanda L. Dietz. Graduating with honors, Eric M. Mickelson, who was unable to join us this evening. And Scott T. Soul. Will Judy Buckstein, Program Chair for Healthcare Management at Madison West, please join us on stage. At this time, I would ask our Healthcare Management graduate to come forward. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Healthcare Management from Madison West, Luis Miguel Caracas. Dee Collette, our program chair for information technology at Madison East and West campuses, was unable to join us this evening. Oh, that was just an enthusiastic audience member. Thank you. Thought they were trying to get my attention. Our campus directors will present their diplomas this evening. At this time, I would ask all information technology graduates from both campuses to come forward. And you can feel free to go right here. Yeah. Woo! I will announce Madison East graduates first. Receiving an Associate in Applied Science degree for Information Technology from Madison East, Kristen Ann Floyd. Graduating with honors, Brian J. McCauley. Joining us this evening from our online campus and graduating with honors, Tricia Ann Lewis. Receiving an Associate in Applied Science degree for Information Technology from Madison West, Anne Marie Krieg. Will Robin Reinhardt, Program Chair for Massage Therapy at Madison East, please join us on stage. At this time, I would ask all massage therapy graduates from both campuses to come forward.
Oh my goodness. A lot of massage.
I will announce Madison East graduates first. Receiving a diploma in massage therapy, Nicole Kajabashki. Graduating with honors, Michelle Landeck. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science in Massage Therapy, J.J. Clemmer. Take that picture, yes. Graduating with honors, Jacqueline R. Cole. Will Jess Boggs, Program Chair for Massage Therapy at Madison West, please join us on stage. From the Madison West campus, receiving a diploma in massage therapy, graduating with honors, Alicia Valerie Bartz. Graduating with high honors, Becky G. Flager. Michelle Lee Lassa. John H. Hershik. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science in Massage Therapy, graduating with honors, Mary E. Dupp. Graduating with high honors, Amanda Love. Graduating with honors, Elizabeth A. Moore. Graduating with honors, Christina Olson, who was unable to join us this evening. Graduating with high honors, Mark Richardson. Will Alicia Terry, Program Chair for Medical Assisting at Madison East, please join us on stage. At this time, I would ask all medical assistant graduates from both campuses to come forward. I will announce Madison East graduates first. Receiving a diploma for medical assistant, Janine Alessandra McNeil. Graduating with honors, Amy Marie Tickener. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science for Medical Assistant, Gary Lee Koerner II. Will Katie Waite, Program Chair for Medical Assisting at Madison West, please join us on stage? From the Madison West campus, receiving a diploma for medical assistant, graduating with honors, Tiffany Prescott. Laura Williams. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science degree for medical assistant, Brianna Faye Marino. Tracy Heritage. Will Jim Brandmeier, Program Chair for Music Business at Madison East, please join us on stage? At this time, I would ask our music business graduates to come forward. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science for Music Business, graduating with honors, Katie Hippler. Graduating with honors, Melanie Skripchak. Will Erin Everett, Program Chair for Legal Administrative Assistant and Paralegal at both Madison East and West campuses, please join us on stage? At this time, I would ask all Legal Administrative Assistant and Paralegal graduates from both campuses to come forward. I will announce Madison East graduates first. Receiving a diploma for Legal Administrative Assistant, Deborah K. Kepp. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Paralegal, graduating with honors, Stephanie Marie Schenke. Receiving a post-baccalaureate certificate in Paralegal, and graduating with honors is Stephanie Teresa Thompson, who was unable to join us this evening. From Madison West, receiving a post-baccalaureate certificate in Paralegal and graduating with high honors, Lynn Moeller. Will Katie Olson, Program Chair for Veterinary Technology at Madison West, and our resident Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Lund, please join us on stage. At this Technology graduate to come forward. Receiving an Associate's in Applied Science degree for Veterinary Technology, Peter M. Brown. And this is the moment to be really enthusiastic, everybody.
And I'm the Dean of Faculty at the Madison West campus, and now it's the time to confer the diplomas and the degrees. So at this time I'd like to ask the diploma candidates to please rise. In public recognition this 22nd day of March in the year 2012 of the successful completion of your diploma program, please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. Associate's degree candidates, please rise. Globe University, with the full recommendation of its president and faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in us by the state of Wisconsin, confers upon you the degree of Associate of Applied Science, with all its rights, privileges, and obligations, given this 22nd day of March in the year 2012. Please move your tassel from right to left. Bachelor's degree candidate, please rise. Of the president and faculty, along with successful completion of all criteria required, and by virtue of the authority vested in us by the state of Wisconsin, Globe University confers upon you the Bachelor of Science degree, with all its rights, privileges, and obligations. Given this 22nd day of March in the year 2012, you may move your tassel from right to left. Post-baccalaureate certificate candidate, please rise. With the full recommendation of the president and faculty, along with successful completion of all criteria required, and by virtue of the authority vested in us by the state of Wisconsin, Globe University confers upon you the paralegal certificate with all its rights, privileges, and obligations. Given this 22nd day of March in the year 2012, you may move your tassel from right to left. Last but not least, would our master's degree candidate please rise? Of the president and faculty, along with successful completion of all criteria required, and by virtue of the authority vested in us by the state of Wisconsin, Globe University confers upon you the Master of Business Administration degree, with all its rights, privileges, and obligations. Given this 22nd day of March in the year 2012, you may move your tassel from right to left.
Graduates, please stand and face the audience. On behalf of Globe University, I would like to present to you the graduating class of Winter Quarter 2012. I would like to thank everyone for joining us this evening. Thank you to the graduation committee for all of your efforts in planning the event. Thank you to Krista Hebel and Sarah Nelson for the outstanding music. Thank you to our student speakers, Gary Koerner and Ralph Okeson, and of course our keynote speaker, Chief Noble Wray. Lastly, congratulations to our graduates. You've earned something tremendous that nobody can ever take away from you. Hope you have a fantastic evening with your support, your family, friends. Drive safely, and have a fantastic evening.